We'll begin in a wide leg child's pose, bringing the knees wide and the big toes to touch, sinking the hips back toward the heels, and then beginning to melt the heart down toward the ground, softening through the arms and shoulders, softening through the belly. Take a few slow, deep breaths right here, getting connected to yourself, to the sensations in your body. With each inhale, notice anywhere you're holding any tension. And with each exhale, release the tension and soften. Just a couple more breaths right here. Letting go of anything that happened before you came to the mat today and anything that comes next. From here, we'll activate the posture and bring the right arm, threading it underneath the left, bringing the right shoulder toward the mat. Feeling that stretch through the right shoulder. As you inhale, send a breath to the right shoulder. And as you exhale, soften and release. Breathe into your right shoulder, opening up. I like to bring the left arm through between the legs, if that's available, amplifying the stretch. Next, we'll unwind and come through to the other side. So from here, the left arm will come underneath the right arm, bringing the left shoulder toward the mat. Melting down through the left side, breathing into the left shoulder. Long, slow inhale, and a long, slow exhale. Again, the option to bring the opposite hand through the middle, creating a little more stretch. From here, we'll unwind again, coming back to child's pose for just a moment. And then we'll make our way up into a tabletop, hands and knees, bringing knees directly under hips, wrists directly under shoulders. Finding that nice stable table with a long spine. And then moving into cat-cow. As you inhale, drop the belly. And as you exhale, find the scaredy cat spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Articulating the spine, moving one vertebrae at a time. And then we can move into some organic movement. So whether that is scooping through, forward and back, or moving into a dancing lion, finding some circles with the hips and shoulders, doing what feels right for you, making it like a dance. Close your eyes so you can really get in tune with your body. Inhale as you come forward, exhale as you come back, being sure to circle in both directions, finding all the sticky spots to open up. We'll come down into a puppy pose, sinking the heart down toward the mat, just for one full breath. Arching the back, opening the heart. And then from here, we'll make our way into our first down dog, tucking the toes under, lifting the hips up and back. And then walking the dog, paddling out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Then bending both knees for turbo dog. And then from here, we'll extend the right leg toward the sky, bending the knee, opening up the hip by circling it one way and then the other. Then finally, stepping that right foot through between the hands, bring the back knee down. Left hand stays down, right hand comes up for a low lunge twist. As you hug that right knee to the midline, option to wrap the right arm around the back, twisting from the center. Then the right hand comes down, framing the right foot, shift back into a half split, hips over the left knee, folding forward over that right leg. Staying forward, or option to walk the hands around to the right if you'd like a little more sensation. And then further option to slide down into a full split if that's available to you. Once in full split, you can fold over that front leg, or option to arch back, opening your heart. And a couple other variations. You can bring that left hand to the back thigh. Option to extend arms in opposite directions, finding a little bit of a balancing posture in your split. Wherever you are, using long, slow inhales and exhales to breathe into those hamstrings, allowing them to slowly and gently open up. Hamstrings take time and patience. From here, we're going to shift into a straddle posture, wide leg straddle, really allowing those feet to sink to the left and right as your center comes down toward the ground, feeling that stretch through both inner thighs. Maybe a little rock forward and back. And then gently making your way back to a down dog again. This time you'll paddle out the feet before extending that left leg to the sky. Then opening up that left hip and circling it one way and then the other. And finally, that left leg will step forward, foot coming between the hands. Back knee comes down, right hand stays down, left hand comes up for a twist. Same thing here, twisting from the center. And then option to wrap the arm around the back, opening up the shoulder. As you unwind, you'll frame that front foot and shift the hips back for a half split, folding over the front leg. And same options here. Options to stay where you are, or to walk your hands around the side of the left leg, finding a little more sensation. And then further option to slide down into the full split if it's available. And then you can fold forward over that front leg, breathing into the hamstrings, slowly finding just a little more space and a little more space. Maybe sitting up and arching the back, maybe reaching that back arm, finding a balancing posture perhaps. Trying it out, seeing what works for you, seeing what's available for you today, which may not be the same as yesterday. Then finding that straddle posture again. From here, we'll make our way back into a down dog. Again, we'll extend that right leg up to the sky. And then again, we'll step the right foot through between the hands, this time staying high on the back toes, keeping that back knee up, finding a high crescent lunge with arms extended. Then hands come to heart center and find a prayer twist. Left elbow coming outside of the right knee, using hand pressing into hand and elbow pressing into knee to twist from the center, using that leverage, using your breath. Then come back to center, extend arms high. Then frame that front foot. Step the back foot to meet the front. Fold forward. Allowing the crown of the head to reach down toward the ground. Open hamstrings. Then bring it all the way up, reverse swan dive, and hands come to the heart. From Tadasana, mountain pose, we'll find a chair pose. Sitting deeply in that chair with arms extended, biceps by the ears. And then finding a half chair, extending the arms forward, bringing the torso parallel to the mat. Then hands to the heart. Then prayer twist to the left. Just like we did in the lunge, use the leverage of hand to hand to twist from the middle. Then we'll come back to center and twist the other way. Right elbow outside of left knee. Squeezing the knees toward each other, staying low in that chair. Back to center, release it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to plank. Lower down to chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll prepare for the other side. Left leg extends up to the sky, opening up. Then that left foot steps forward between the hands. High crescent lunge, staying high on the back toes. And as you come up, arms extend, biceps by the ears. Then hands will come to heart center again, this time twisting toward the left, right elbow hooking outside of the left knee. Staying high on those back toes, keeping that back leg straight, twist from the middle. Back to center, arms extend. Then hands come down, framing the front foot. Step the back foot forward, forward fold. Finding that hamstring release. We're really getting those opened up today. Inhale comes all the way up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands to the heart. From here, we'll find that chair pose again. And as you sit in that chair, we'll quickly find that half chair pose. And then shift the arms to reach backward. Clasp the hands behind you and forward fold. Pulling the hands away from the back, opening up the shoulders. Head is pointing down toward the ground, releasing the neck, softening through the neck. Then release the arms down, forward fold. Step back to plank. Lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, we're going to step a foot forward for pyramid pose. So as you step that right foot forward between the hands, both sets of toes pointing forward, both legs straight. Fold forward over that front leg. Turning the fingertips around and walking them backward. We should be able to find some space here because we've done a lot of hamstring opening. Continuing to find length in the spine. And then shifting into perch pose by bending that back knee first. And then stepping the hands forward enough that you can bring that left foot toward the glute. And then forward fold, let that go. From here, we'll find chair pose again. Hands come to heart center, finding a prayer twist to the right. This time, gaze down at your right big toe, and then bring that right foot toward the glute. And then challenge yourself to find a balancing posture, warrior 3. Hands can be at the heart center, extended outward, or finding balancing stick with biceps by the ears, hands extended forward. Then shifting into a standing split, hands toward the ground, maybe one hand or both behind the standing leg. Then coming into a forward fold again. And then we're just going to step back for the other side pyramid pose. Folding forward over that front leg, opening through the hamstrings, then shifting into the perch pose again, bringing the heel toward the glute. Forward fold. Come back into chair pose. This time, hands to the heart. Find the prayer twist the opposite way, twisting toward the left. And then gaze down at the big toe. Bring the right foot toward the glute. Oh, left toward the glute. Sorry about that. And then extending out for warrior. If you fall out, just come right back in. Warrior 3. Maybe extending the arms out or forward. Shifting into standing split. Reaching those left toes to the sky. And then forward fold, let it go. From here, we'll make our way into Malasana, yogi squat. So bringing the feet a little wider, toes pointing outward, sink the hips down. Then finding a little bit of straightness through the spine, hands at the heart center, using the elbows to open up the knees. Then left hand comes down outside the left foot, right hand to the sky to open that side. Right hand outside right foot, left hand up to open that side. Maybe a little sway side to side in the center. And then finding a bind, bringing the right arm around the right leg, left arm around the back. And then maybe shifting weight into that left foot, you can balance and find a standing posture with the bound leg. Gaze forward at something that's not moving, engage your core, and begin to press through that left foot to stand up. Action in that floating foot will create stability. When you're ready, you can bring it down and try the other side. Left arm coming around the front of the left shin. Right arm coming around the back, hooking the hand. Then standing into that right foot, begin to stand up. Bringing that left foot with you, flexing that left foot like crazy until you get vertical. Congratulations.